Well, I'm Robin. I'm a cheesemonger. That is to say, my job is to select, age and sell the cheeses. In fact, any cheese is good. It depends on the taste of the persons. There is no right or wrong. What I'd have to do is to taste. It's a difficult job. In France we do have more than 2,000 cheeses. Somebody tried to count, it's almost impossible. The source is the same, that is to say milk, so it's not exactly the same cheese. Most of the cheeses are really different. You have to have this milk, and you have to put what we call a curding agent, that is to say rennet, so the milk is becoming solid, and you drip the water and you have the cheese. The animals are living persons, so they are giving a different milk every day. And the morning milk is different from the evening milk. So it's not that simple to make a good cheese because you got to have a lot of experience before you can master the milk. It's really better to eat cheeses made in spring or summer. The animals are outside. It's really giving a better milk, so a better cheese. My favorite cheese is changing because sometimes I want something strong and tasty to wake me up, and sometimes I want to be unstressed by a creamy cheese, for example. People must know that any taste is good. It's not because I am a cheese chef that I have the right taste. Anyone is totally able to taste the cheeses and to have its own opinion. With the side dishes, it's good to have something sweet, like grapes or dry grapes, with dates, for example, dry apricots or fig, perfect. Crushed pistachios, crushed hazelnuts, really easy to pair with fruits or bread, or some jams or chutneys sometimes. Usually it's better to trust the person in charge of the cheese section. If you don't have, you have to try and decide if you like it or not. When you select the cheeses, if you don't know how to make a cheese tray, for example, if you want to know that, it's good to have an assortment. That is to say, one cow milk, one sheep milk, and one goat milk at least. Some of them runny, creamy, some of them hard, some of them in the middle. In France, the tradition is to eat the cheese after the main course and before the dessert. In France you have starter, main course, cheese and dessert. In other countries it's mostly cheese tray, that is a meal. For me, any time is a good time with cheese. So I don't have any advice except that you must be a little bit focused on the pleasure that you have. My advice to keep the cheese in correct condition is to keep it wrapped in original paper and put that in the fridge, in the bottom part of the fridge, in the vegetable place. For example, most of the blue cheeses, which is really strong, if you take it as a first cheese of your tray, you will have your palate a little bit disturbed. Start with the mild one, goat cheese, comté, and go for the camembert, for example, that is a little bit stronger, ripened brie, and then finish with the blue. It's also important to buy the right quantity of cheese, just have what you need and go back frequently to buy the cheese.